After being misled all of your life by a stupid triangle, you decided to give the carnivore diet a try to regain your health, but it was harder than you thought giving up all the sugar and carbs, leading you to fail multiple times trying to just eat meat. But instead of staying down and cowering in the corner with a Twinkie in your mouth, you decided to get back up and come out swinging. That, dear viewer, makes you a warrior.
You warriors are good. Real good. The best.
Get that Twinkie out of your mouth and come out swinging. Good morning, guys. Thank goodness it is Friday. And welcome to the morning meeting. It's good to see you guys. I almost messed up last night. Almost had some pork rinds, but I didn't. We got a fresh bag up in the cupboards. And I watched a little TV last night, maybe about 45 minutes before bed. I just had that snacky feeling, you know. I ended up pounding one of these big tumblers of water and saying no. So, little victory for me there. They were looking good, those pork rinds. Let me tell you. And they were plain. I mean, they wouldn't have been no big deal, but trying to stay away from that crunch, you know what I mean? Yesterday, Hulk Hogan passed away. I don't know if everybody knows who Hulk Hogan is, but gosh, when I was young, he was bigger than life hero to me, you know. And it's just sad to see him pass. You know, he played all-American hero character in the 80s, and I remember I just started wrestling. Gosh, I started watching wrestling. I was probably 9 years old, and I saw him slam Andre the Giant, and, you know, it was just bigger than life. You know, I remember going to the video store looking for the video cassettes to see him. And, you know, he was a sinner like all of us, and after his career, he got into some shady dealings, you know, behind the scenes, and he had some controversy, but seems like toward the end of his life, he really found the Lord Jesus Christ. I mean, he was truly saved, it seemed like to me. Only God knows for sure, but I hope so, you know. Anyway, I was a huge fan growing up of Hulk Hogan. And a lot of kids my age were back then, you know. But I'm not a wrestling fan anymore. I go through different spurts in my life. I haven't watched it in probably... I had a little spurt when I was in my 20s where I watched it for a couple years, but no more. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing great. We are going to have the members live here at 1 p.m. after the morning meeting. Take a little break and then come back on. And be really great to share the screen with you guys, chat a while, face to face. So if you want to become a member and join us for that, the link's down below, the join button or the link. So become a member and join us for a little chit chat. Just talked to Cassie. She is heading to the beach right now, and she'll be coming home late tomorrow night. So I think she's gonna leave like at 11 p.m. She's gonna take a long nap and then head home. She wants to drive home during the night. She's about 7.5 hours away. So I'll probably be getting up early for when she gets home on Sunday. But definitely looking forward to her getting here. But I'm happy with what I've done so far, you know, as far as staying on track while she's gone. And I contribute that all to you guys, you know, and this morning live. It's been so effective for me, even more so than daily vlogging, which I haven't been doing. I've been busy around the house. I have not had time to, you know, do the camera, the editing, but I will start doing that again. I think probably once Cass comes back. I got a bunch of footage. It's just a matter of putting it together. But anyway, I want to see how you guys are doing. It is Friday, so as normal, we will, you know, just go over your victories this week. You know, if you want to talk about one of your stumbles you had, if you had any, and maybe, you know, your plans for the weekend. Just kind of a general chat. We're all in the same boat. We're food addicts looking for support, looking for community. And here we are. So, and I'm really glad each and every one of you are here. Always first, Ryan, or most of the time. What's up, Ryan? So ready for the live. Got my workout in and ready for a God day and a good day. Hope you're staying strong, Larry. Proud of you for fighting for your health. Thanks, Ryan. That means a lot to me. Good morning, Mama P. Good morning, Larry and everyone. How you doing? Gidget's here. I knew Gidget and Shelba would be here. Good morning. Gidget struggling but not giving up. The pain I have after eating the smallest thing tells me that sugar is not worth it. For sure. Ryan. Oh, everybody's talking amongst themselves. I think this is before the stream started. Yeah, that's all one needs to do, one day at a time. Keep it going and learn from each day. John, good morning, all. Larry, no appointments today. No appointments for me. I do have a little appointment with some yard work. I got to get the lawn mowed before Cassie gets here, and it's already it's boiling out already. I should have done it yesterday when it was a little cooler, but I got some work done in the garage. It's like, dang. But yeah, I think Cassie will forgive me if I don't have it done by the time she gets, because she knows how hot it is, and we don't have a self-propelled mower. It's a workout. I mean, which is good for me, right? It's not self-propelled. So, Shelbell, good morning. Oh, talking amongst yourselves. Lisa, hey, Lisa, good morning. There's Alfie, all the way from the UK. Evening, everyone. I got 10 pounds of bacon today from a small family-run butcher. Tomorrow, I get a box of local grass-fed beef and 10 kilograms of fat to render into tallow. Ready for the month ahead. Yeah, you are, Alfie. Very cool. I don't know if you watched Cassie's videos on how to render that tallow. Very easy to do. That's awesome, man. There he is, Fat Pat. What's up? Yeah, it happened, everybody. I had an epic fail. Uh-oh. I went with my buddy to a concert, and well, a few IPAs and crap food found me. Day zero again. The concert was Dropkick, Murphys, and Bad Religion. Yeah, a good old rock concert, right? I mean, that'll do it. You feel better now that you told us, Pat? Maybe just a little bit. You can get back on track now that you've cleansed your soul. Eh. Yeah, especially if I don't drink, but if I was a drinker and I went to a concert and I was trying to do carnivore, that'd be tough. So don't beat yourself up too much. Shellbell, next week I'll be joining in on BBBE. I mean, I mostly eat that anyway, just trying to focus on fasting each week. Yeah, I got to get a fast in myself. We talked about that. I don't know if you guys can see, but I got my mic right here, right there. I hope the audio is good. I had a few people on the replays say that, it was way low again. So hopefully this will take care of it. Yeah. Maureen, good morning, Maureen. Good to see you. Jessica, what is up? Good morning, everyone. I pray everyone is having a great morning. Amen. Let's see, yeah. Shellbell, I'll be making butter bites today, eating leftovers from last night. Then I'll more than likely fast for next couple days. No, wait. No, I won't. I'll be making Cassie's ribeye roast. Yeah, hold off on the fast. Jessica, at Fat Pat, today is a new day. Your honesty speaks a lot that you are trying every day. It's not always easy to be honest. That is for sure. Uh-oh. Is that Cassie? No. an invitation for a $51,000 loan. Gotta love the scammers, right? Cindy, hey there, carnivore friends. Good morning, Cindy. Awesome. There's Amber. Morning, been up since 6 a.m. Took a 3-mile walk. Got my fasting blood work done. Came home for coffee, then a grocery trip. Bacon, cheese, egg bites with sausage patty. Carnivore McMuffins. Sounds great. Where's mine, Amber? Alfie boy, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. As soon as I heard, I watched WrestleMania 1 again. What an entertainer. Yeah. Yeah, I remember the very first match I ever saw him in was WrestleMania 2. I rented it on video cassette, and he wrestled King Kong Bundy. And then WrestleMania 3 was just about to come out. And I was watching weekly wrestling and him and Andre the Giant, in WrestleMania 3. That's right when I got my feet wet. Definitely a American icon, Oh yeah, brother. Right? Yeah, John. Yeah, I saw Ozzy Osbourne died this week. I'm amazed he lasted as long as he did. Now I wonder where Ozzy's gonna end up. Only God knows, right? I don't know. B. Osborne, good morning, everyone. Hey, B. Osborne. Jeff, hey, Jeff. I like that picture you got, that plateau. That's cool. Janice, I thought you can eat pork rinds on carnivore. On BBBE, you shouldn't. Yeah, yep. You can eat pork rinds, yeah, on carnivore. And I could have eaten these, and it wouldn't have hurt me at all. I just on beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, we try and stay away from it. Try and stay away from that crunch. I know it's kind of crazy. It wouldn't have been a big deal if I'd had them. And if you've had pork rinds on BBBE, it's not the end of the world. Well done for staying on track, Larry. yeah. TV time can be the hardest, especially when you're alone. Poor me. Nah, little Larry was here with me. Dan was sad after his death. Our childhood is dying. First Theo, then Ozzy, now Hulk. Yeah, Theo from the Cosby show, right? What was his name? Malcolm Jamal Warner? Was that his name? Yeah. Yeah, it makes you feel old too. It really does. Gidget, say hello to Cassie. I cannot make the members today. I have a meeting. Have a great day. All right, Gidget. The Hulkster surrendered to God, the real heavyweight champion. Amen. Yeah. It seems like you really did too. I was watching this little. It wasn't really a documentary, but it was just a bunch of clips of him talking about his faith the last couple of years, and he was really involved in a local church in Florida, and so. Shellbell, what really matters, Larry, is you're keeping on track and keeping up the good fight. Yes, Shellbell. Like I told you, I'm getting a little impatient, Just a little. Not bad, though. I'm feeling good. Good morning, Kel. Good to see you. Karen, glad you're doing great, Larry. This morning thing has helped me a lot. Thank you. Well, you're very welcome, Karen. It's done wonders for me too. Just, half hour, 45 minutes. I was telling my daughter Holly, we talked on the phone yesterday. Actually, we FaceTime. She was me and the little Charlotte, the grandbaby, showing me what she's doing, turning over on her own, her belly time. She's on her belly, sprawled out like Superman. But I was telling Holly about this morning meeting, how it's just focuses me for the rest of the day. It's amazing. And I'm kind of bummed I didn't do it a lot sooner, But it's cool. All in good time, right? Charisse, last minute change of plans So now I get to see the live. Hey, yeah, I'm traveling with my vegetarian mother. Wish me luck. I'm so grateful for these meetings. Yeah, you can do it. I hope you and mom have a safe travels wherever you're going. Oh, Jeff too, traveling today. Thinking Jimmy John's Unwich for lunch. Great option. Absolutely, Jeff. I'd take that over Arby's any day. And I like the Arby's, but it's made me feel sick at times just eating the meat. Jimmy John's, I would much prefer. Gretchen, good morning, everyone. Hey, Gretchen, how you doing? Hot in Michigan today. Cleaned out the fridge and took lots of seed oil products to the road, along with some sauces that were full of sugar. Staying on track here too. Thanks, Larry. That's really awesome, Gretchen. That's a big step, to clear out that stuff and throw it in the garbage. Sue. All right, Sue. Here's a warrior. Today is my 7th day of fasting. Believe me, I am not bragging. It's been an interesting experience. Not sure if I will break it today. Well, congratulations, Sue. That's huge. 7 days is a real fast. Trust me, I know. That is so awesome. Now, I'm sure you're going to break the fast slow, right, Sue? Yeah. Definitely don't eat too much right off the bat. If you go like 3 days, I can go in with a small meal coming back from a 3-day fast. But 7 days, you want to take it a little easy. Maybe some chicken broth, and then maybe a scrambled egg. Keep it really small and let your stomach wake back up. Because I'll tell you, when you get to when I got to day like 11, 12, your digestive system just completely shuts down, and that's when you start getting cold, because your digestive system creates heat inside your body, and once it shuts down, you stop pooping, everything. And I was freezing all the time because I didn't realize it. I looked it up, but that's why you're always so cold, is because your digestive system creates heat inside your body. So you definitely want to wake your tummy up and take it slow, Sue. But congratulations. That's amazing. Papa Frank, what's up? Good morning, Larry and everyone. Day 4, BBBE reset. Awesome, Papa Frank. Hope you can make the members live. It was great talking to you last time. So happy, Larry, you didn't go for the pork rinds. Water, and get some frozen butter bites ready in that freezer. I haven't made butter bites in a while. I need to. Same with bone broth. I haven't made bone broth in a while, but it's so hot out. I usually don't during the summer. That's more of a fall, winter type of thing, Alfie, I'll make sure to check out Cassie's video on rendering tallow. Yeah, absolutely, Alfie. She's got the first one, and then where she shows you how to render it, just to, like, if you want to use it for cooking or, but she has a second video where if you want to go a step further and make like some lotion for your mom, some hand lotion, she has a whole video on to take it to the next step, to make like cosmetic products, and the stuff's amazing. You put some tallow lotion like on your arms and hands. Oh, it's really cool. Yeah, check those out though, Alfie. Joe Backer, day 35. I literally dreamed I was eating a carrot last night and spit it out. Laugh out loud. Yeah, that's a trip. You're craving some carrots, I guess, subconsciously, huh, Joe? Seven Seas Transport. Good morning. Man, apple pork butt and slice it into 1-inch steak. All I'm saying, it is pork ribeyes. All I'm saying is it's pork ribeyes. Sounds great. Nice. I've never done that with a pork butt. I always, when we have whenever we pick up a pork butt, it's usually because it's so cheap. It's on sale. And I cook it just like Cassie's chuck roast, and it falls off the bone. I actually did a video on that. Yeah. But yeah, pork butt's awesome. Mainly for the price. And it's delicious. It's fatty. Big win for me today is. Are you going to leave us hanging, Alfie? Fat Pat. I do feel better, Larry. Thanks for sure. Awesome. Sam, there you are. Good morning, Larry and Carnivore Quest crew. Finally finished the sardines and mackerel and forgot how brutal the smell and taste was. Never having them again. Felt like an aquarium in my mouth. Bye, smelly fish. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. I can down them though. Crystal, we tend toward perfection, but I am seeing the benefits from progress. Is that supposed to be lean? We tend to lean toward perfection. I agree, Crystal. Alfie, big win for me today is I'm wearing a 3XLT and it's loose. There's no chance I could even fit in this a month ago. That's amazing, bud. This t-shirt right here is a 4X. So, great job. That's a good feeling, you know, when a shirt that's been tight starts dangling off you. Absolutely. Karen, good morning. Fair this week. Not eating fair food, staying strong. Yeah, stay away from that fair food. That's so good and bad for you. I still haven't lost any weight, but feeling good. Maybe another 36-hour fast this weekend. God bless you all. All right, Karen. Well, I'm not super excited with my weight loss progress so far, but I am not going to get to, derailed because of that. And I don't want you to either. Smiling for you, Joe Backer. At least you dreamed about a carrot. I dreamed I was eating leftover wedding cake and frosty. Yeah, you were having a real good dream. Oh, man. You guys are funny. Alfie, I used to wear 5X at my biggest last year before I started carnivore the first time. Yeah, it's gonna melt off you, Alfie. You're 27 years old. You're a healthy young man. You just don't mess up, and it's just gonna fly off you, sir, for sure. Kel, not feeling very energetic today. All I want to do is sleep. Well, you got a busy day, or can you take a little nap later this afternoon, Kel? Nothing wrong with a 20-second or a 20-minute cat nap, as Cassie calls them. I can never do that. I can't just sit back on the couch, close my eyes, or she calls it a power nap. Cassie can do that, and so can her dad. And then they wake up and they're fine for the rest of the day. It's crazy. I can't do that. Deborah, good morning. Larry and group watching from the foothills of the Cascade Mountains and Puget Sound. Wow, bet that's beautiful. Tan, hey Tan, how you doing? Tan 24. Whenever I eat carnivore with the fat, I gain weight. But when I do a keto way of eating, I lose weight. So I'm going to do keto for a while and see what happens. That sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan, Tan. Oh, very cool. Yeah, some people, they up their dietary fat and then their weight loss stalls. Where some people up their dietary fat and the fat on their body starts melting off. Everybody's a little different. Yeah, nothing wrong with keto. Gidget, I made cupcakes for the kids and I had to. It is brutal to admit I messed up. Oh yeah, Gidget. Yeah. Gosh, those temptations, right? And sitting there looking at it, it's so bad for you. It's only going to taste good for about, maybe a minute. I feel for you. Get right back on it. I'm sure the kids enjoyed it, though. Jen, hey, Jen. Hey, Larry and everyone. Hmm. Um, Shellbell, Larry, I posted my before and now, but I had to add you as a friend. Tagged you, but it was gray. Not sure you will get notified. It's still sitting in approval to be posted. All right, Shellbell, I'll check that out right when we're done with the stream. I should have a. I think you're talking about in group, right? I'll check it either way. And by the time we take our break and do the members live, I should have it posted for you. Very cool. Way to inspire people. Papa Frank, my wife's out of town for a couple weeks. And I actually do better because she's not carnivore. Okay. That's a perspective I really haven't thought about yet. A little easier on you, huh? Happy Friday. You too, Don. For sure. Marine, I think I'm going to make some brown butter bites while I listen to this meeting. Okay, Marine. Yeah, very simple, right? Doesn't take long at all. Alfie boy, the only time that matters is right now. These meetings are amazing. Love all you guys. Alfie, I think you've been to every single meeting. So you're a big part of this. We love you back. Joe Backer, the hard part is it's been 90 degrees for a month and I have to cook all the time. Kids and wife just grab something off the shelf or from the fridge. Ideas? That air fryer, Joe. I mean, just this week when Cassie was gone, I pulled the air fryer out and I got it on her counter. I've been using it for everything. Other than I cooked up ground beef. I just ate it out of a bowl. I cooked that in a pan. But I usually don't cook a lot of my steaks in the air fryer, but I have been, like that's what I'm having tonight are those Preacher Man steaks that little Larry brought home from the butcher shop. And that's my only thing. Yeah, because we've been in the same boat here, Joe. It's been boiling hot, and Cassie, she'll go out there and she'll grill in the heat. I refuse to do it. It's like you're sitting there just torturing yourself. And then, if you fire up anything in the kitchen, it gets hot. So the air fryer to me is the best thing. And it is frustrating seeing everybody just grab something off the shelf totally get that. And you got to cook. That's funny. This time around, this ultimate carnivore diet comeback or whatever, countdown, I really dreaded the cooking. I go through my spurts where sometimes it's just like, yeah, no big deal, fire it up, simple. Other times I just don't feel like doing it. And I've kind of been in that funk. And I think that's part of the reason I haven't vlogged a whole lot. It's because I don't even want to cook, let alone set up the camera and do all that. Just kind of being a little lazy on that, that aspect. But sometimes I'll snap a picture and send it into group, here's what I'm having for dinner. But I was 11 or 12 when my dad took us to watch wrestling. I believe Randy Savage was there, the Macho Man. They used metal chairs, and my dad actually out his finger in the blood on the chair to see if it was real. It was. Yeah, they cut themselves on purpose. Yeah, wrestling really come a long way since then, and Hogan was a big part of it, for sure. Devil's Tower is the first national monument and is in Wyoming. Doesn't get as much credit as Yellowstone, but there are other formations that's alone standing like that in the world. Larry, ever been? No, I haven't. No, I went to one place called the Devil's Post Piles. I think that's what it's called, and I forget where that was. It was on the West Coast, but I've been there with my dad. It was in the High Sierras. I think it was the Devil's Post Piles. There was these weird formations, these like pillars. John, Larry, did your tinnitus ever come back after your long fast? Thankfully, it has not, John. I gained I gained a lot of weight back, started drinking a ton of coffee again, and it still hasn't come back. And I'm so thankful for that. I thank God almost every day for that because it was torture. It never came back. That 21-day fast with no coffee, so I was in true autophagy. I didn't put 1 calorie in my mouth for 21 days, and it healed it. So, very thankful. There's the puncher. What's up? Checking in. Let's kill it this weekend, guys. Stay strong. Always good to see you, puncher. Yeah. Missing Cassie. When is she coming back to us? I want to know that too, Kel. I keep bugging her. She said when she got back from her trip, she was going to buckle down, and I, I think she feels like she owes you guys like an explanation, so she wants to sit down and record a video, and because I've seen her write like in this little, it's not a journal, but like a notebook, things she wanted to touch on, so she misses you guys, and she misses feeling good too. She's not feeling the best because she's not eating the best. She's still in better shape than me, though. Sue, no, I will not break my fast with a ribeye. Well, that's good, Sue. Yeah, but like I said, I've had people say, "Oh, you should drink broth for a day after a 3-day fast." For me, that's not the case. I can eat a steak. If I do a 3-day fast, I can eat a small steak. Doesn't bother me. But a longer fast, yeah. Alfie Boy, yes, I want to make some skincare stuff with the tallow. Yeah, you'll enjoy it, Alfie Boy. Cassie will put it in the lotion that she makes in these little 1 ounce jars. And you look online, a little ounce of, like that is like $30. So, like, if you were to make some and sell it, you'd make a killing. But the stuff is awesome. She gives a lot of it to our daughter, uses it on Charlotte, our grandbaby. So good for your skin. Ormus Farm, bone broth saves my life. I cook it in the Instapot. Good in summer too. Yeah, I'm sure it would be. It's just Cassie makes me cook mine in the or mine takes 2 days, and she makes me do it in the garage because after the first day of being in the house, the smell permeates in the house and she gets sick of it. So I always got to make my batch in the garage, and it's just so miserable and hot. It's like, yeah. Glad you enjoy it in the summer, though. That's cool. Karen, I got some chicken feet the other day for some bone broth. Chicken feet works awesome. Absolutely. You could get like one of those, what are they? Like the rotisserie chickens from Costco. Eat all the meats, throw that carcass in a big pot with water, and then some chicken feet. Psh, you make an amazing broth. I gotta catch up to you guys here. Sorry. Here we go. Jessica, I posted my victory on the Facebook page. I took a selfie of myself for the first time in a long time and compared it to a photo from a year ago. The difference was astounding. Awesome. I'll have to look for that too. Marine, I also haven't lost weight, but keeping on doing the right thing, day 19. That's awesome. Lady Fritzader. Hey, hello, friends. Good to hear so much faithfulness. I smoked 2 pork butts to bring to social occasions these last couple of weeks. Always a hit. Sorry, guys. I gotta leave that on in case Cass runs into problems, right? But that was just a scam. Yeah, always a hit. Pork butt. nice, economically, sound. And yeah, it's tender, fatty. Then it's great too. Just add a little barbecue sauce and you got some rolls, and you can feed everybody pulled pork sandwiches very easily, for all the standard American dieters. Uh, okay, great job, Marine. I know my body has been healing from a lot this time around, so it's taking some time. Got to be patient. Coach Mikey Ribeye, what's up, everyone? God bless. Glad you stopped by for a few minutes, my friend. Very cool. Hey, Hope, the volume is way better today, huh? Very cool. Oh, yeah. Got it figured out. Little Larry, he comes in here and I'm talking to him about it. He's like, Dad, I'll bring that mic up to your mouth. So I got it on a little box right here. I'm like, okay. Jen, I had a fall yesterday. Stupid mistake. Got a gas station donut. But I'll get back up today and maybe some all beef hot dogs today. All right, Jen. Very cool. Yeah, that's it. That's when it's easy to make a mistake. You're out and about. You're on the go. Even when you're pumping your gas, you see photos of, pretzel bites, donuts, pizza, just go in and pick up a slice. Temptations are everywhere. I'm glad you told us so, Jen. Papa Frank, I use a cheap scale that reads more than weights. I've gained 4 pounds of muscle and lost 3 pounds of fat last month. Actual weight is up. Very cool, Papa Frank. Maybe that's what's going on with me. Maybe I have gained a little muscle. I've done some work around here. I've taken my time, but Penny, hey Penny, my comment is gray. It did send, but told me it was too long. Maybe break it up into a couple different comments, Penny. It's good to see you, though. North Dakota Carnivore, howdy y'all. Another wonderful Friday. It's good to see you, bud. Yeah, I think you've been here almost every day. That's awesome. Sheila from Ohio. How you doing, Sheila? First time posting. Well, very cool. I want to encourage everyone not to give up. Even when you feel like you fail, if you keep trying, count that as a success. Yeah, you're sounding like my dad right now, Sheila. He used to say, failure is part of success. It's part of it. It's not the opposite. It's part of it. It's very cool. Amber became a member. Hey, very cool, Amber. Hope to see you at 1 o'clock. I know you like to chit chat. Very cool. We appreciate that support too, Amber. Yeah, we get that $2. It helps out for sure. All right, here we go. Lady Fritzator's got some advice for Joe. Hot weather. Cook large batches, so only you have to do it once for many meals. Most meat things store well, and I put my crock pot outdoors to keep the heat and smell out. Yeah, that's why Cassie does big batch cooking, for that very reason. Great advice, Lady Fritzator. Maureen, I hate cooking. Yeah, man, I tell you, Maureen, I have lately too. Oh, Papa Frank, Wall of Doom, having butter coffee for breakfast and lunch. Okay, yeah, I got a little coffee right here, guys, and with a little splash of cream. Not bad. Maybe a teaspoon, just enough to change the color slightly. Oh yeah, that's my second cup today, and my final. How much left in there? That tastes good though. All right, I'm catching up here. Jeff, I cook extra patties on the grill, but put some in the fridge. I like eating them cold. I do too at times, Jeff. A great little, you take a couple hockey pucks with you. You're out and about, and they are good cold, especially when you're fat adapted. D, hey everyone. I have missed this live. Well, welcome back, D. It's good to see you. Terza, hello. Sorry, so late. We'll definitely watch the replay. Awesome, Terza. Well, I hope you join us for the members live at 1 p.m., Terza. Get you on chatting with everybody. Our record is, gosh, how many members do we have on screen last week, guys? Or on Monday, whenever we did it. I think we had 6 total, me and five of you. And we can do up to 10. And there were other people, but they didn't want to get on camera, Which is cool. I get that, totally. But we'll see you there, T. Right? Smash that like, y'all. 78 in the room. 71 now. We lost a few people. I bored a few people. I bored them out of their minds. Nah. Stop by for a few minutes. Get what you need. Gretchen, my favorite cooking appliance is the crock pot. Toss in meat of choice and it cooks itself overnight. Always super tender. Air fryer is my second choice. Favorite, yep. Let's see, you guys are talking amongst yourselves. I could just end the stream and here, I'll just take. Oh, Kathleen. I blew it again yesterday. Today, I reminded myself it took me 5 years to quit smoking. Off and on again, I can beat this addiction too. If you can quit smoking, you can beat food addiction. Guaranteed, Kathleen. Amen. Terry P, there you are. Hey everyone, joining late. 3rd day fat fast, and I'm feeling really full of energy and satiated practically all day. And inflammation, loving it too. That's really awesome. I've never done a fat fast. Very cool, Terry P. Gretchen, Larry, I have a new dehydrator coming Wednesday. I watched Cassie make ground beef jerky and it inspired me. I figured if it use it 5 times, it'll pay for itself, considering the price at the store. Absolutely. And the ground beef jerky is amazing. It's my favorite. Yeah, it's very good. Lori. Hey, Lori, how you doing? It's good to see you. Goodness. You guys just chatting away and see if I'm caught up here. Cordelia. Hey, Cordelia. How are you doing today? Thanks for these live meetings, Larry. They're helpful. Well, I'm glad they're helping you out. And Cordelia, you're a member. You could join us at 1 p.m. I'd love to talk to you. So what's going on? Penny, I'm trying to check in every day as it's very encouraging. I'm doing Ketovore, leaning towards Carnivore, along with all of you because of our beautiful garden, right, Penny? Well, glad you stopped by it. Trying to stop by every day, Penny. That's very cool. And I hope these meetings help you out. CK Cracknell. I love the crock pot too, but I can't cook overnight in it. It smells, the smell drives me nuts and I can't sleep. Charisse, we're traveling across the Nevada desert. My parents' car is full of crackers, chips, and bananas. I'm stuck with gas station food. Maybe we can drive through a fast food for some burger patties. Yeah, and in dire emergencies, you can get some stuff at the gas station too. Get a little bag of pork rinds. You can get a pickle. One of those big pickles if you allow pickles in your diet. What else at a gas station? Beef sticks. They make sure they're clean. But very cool. Yeah, I've ridden motorcycles all over the Nevada desert. cross country riding, and then I lived in Vegas for a while, Laughlin, Nevada. Been to Reno a few times. That was in my Nevada was my stomping ground when I was in my early 20s, doing some crazy stuff. Um, Karen has got a tip: hot weather cooking. I use air oven and the smoker. I put some turkey and roast beef into the dehydrator. Makes a great crunch. Meat chips. Awesome. Um, yeah, gas stations have some carnivore options, but can be pricey for sure. Sam, the worst part, Larry, is after hours, you do a regular burp and still get that fishy breath again. Like, what the heck? I got to gargle again? A surprise double whammy, brutal fishy booby trap. No mas, no more. Yeah, no more sardines for you. Oh. Connie, late to the party. Sorry, Larry, question. Have you used your snow cone machine? Oh my gosh. I have not yet. I don't even want to bring it up. I've been a little lazy about it. I need to, though, Connie. I need to. Connie's got that good memory. All right, guys. Well, 45 minutes, morning meeting. There you go. Thank you to each and every one of you for stopping by. And we, got 80 folks in here. Glad everybody, stop by for a few minutes, get what you need. It's good to see you all. The members meeting will be in 45 minutes, right? Yeah, at 1 o'clock. And I really look forward to talking to you guys face to face. And everyone else, I'll see you Monday. Okay? Monday morning, 11:30 a.m. for the morning meeting. And who knows what I'll do over the weekend. I might surprise you. Okay? All right, guys. Remember, no sugar, no carbs, and no